Hi guys. So some of you guys asked me to show you how to write a repeating decimal as a fraction. First of all, what is a repeating decimal? Basically, a repeating decimal is when I have the decimal point and I have the decimal part repeating forever and following a pattern. In this case, the pattern is a repetition of the digits 2. So it goes 2, 2, 2 forever. How do I know it goes forever? By looking at these three dots. One way to represent it is by calling 0.2 with a line on top of it. Another way to represent it is by saying 0.2 and a dot on top of the 2. Both representations mean the same. They mean 0.2 repeating decimal. Okay? So now, how do we write this 0.222 as a fraction? In algebra, when we don't know how to solve or we don't know how to answer something, we call that question x. So how do I represent 0.222 repeating as a fraction? I call it x. Now, the next thing I gotta look at is how many different digits repeat. In this case, the number that repeats, the digit that repeats, is only the number 2. So I gotta move the dot only once to the right in order to have a whole number different than 0 to the left of the point, of the decimal point. So in this case, I multiply 0.222 repeating by, I multiply by 10. Why did I multiply 0.222 repeating decimal by 10? In order to move the decimal point once to the right, turning this number into 2 point, again, the repeating decimal. Remember, whatever I do on the left, I gotta do also on the right of the equation. So if I multiplied the left side by 10, I gotta do the same on the right side and multiply the x also by 10. Once I do that, I have now two equations. One, which is my question, 0.2 as a fraction x, and the other one as 2.222 repeating decimal equals to 10x. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract the second one by the first one. So I'm going to write the second one right here, and then the first one down here. Okay? And now I'm going to solve this difference, this subtraction. Now I ask you, how much is 10x minus x? Well, the result is 9x. And now how much is 2.2 repeating decimal minus 0.22 repeating decimal? Basically, these parts are the same, so I can just cancel them out, having only 2 as my answer. Now, in math, we learned that whatever we do on the right, we have also got to do on the left. So this number here is 9x. I don't want to know how much is 9x. What I'm actually looking for is the value of x. So how can I turn 9x as in x? What I gotta do is I gotta divide this side by 9, because 9 divided by 9 is 1. So I have 1x right here. Okay. But whatever I do on the right, I do on the left. So if I divide this side by 9, I have also got to divide the other side by 9. 9 divided by 9 is 1. 2 divided by 9, I have found my answer. Okay? I hope it helps. See ya.